So let us continue with our discussion. So new, better than, used, in, expectation. So then this is the next class of distributions. New, better than, used, in, expectation. So how do we check it? So as the title says, it's very simple. Uh, Instead of saying simply that x is greater than or equal to xt, that is, the life of a fresh unit is more than the life of a used unit. We consider its expectation. So expectation of x greater than or equal to expectation of xt. So how do we compute expectation of x? So we integrate the survival function of x. So this is 0 to infinity f bar x dx, and here is expectation of xt, which is 0 to infinity f bar tx dx. So the left hand side gives you mean of life of a fresh unit, and here mean life of a used unit. So used unit for a unit used for t units of time. So thus here this is larger than this, so new is better than used in expectation. So in short, on an average, what do we mean from new better than used in expectation? So on an average, a new unit is better than a used unit. This is what we mean by NBUE class. So one can easily prove that new better than used implies new better than used in expectation. Why? Because this x greater than or equal to xt, if you take expectation or if you integrate, you get expected x greater than or equal to expected xt. So it means that if a unit or if a distribution belongs to the NBU class, then it also belongs to the NBUE class. So now let us move to the next, which is decreasing mean residual life class. So we had already studied LF. Do you remember the notation LF? It indicated mean residual life function. So decreasing mean residual life class means the class of all distributions whose residual life function is decreasing in t. So that is expected xt is decreasing in t. So now what are the properties associated with this class? So what will happen if we have IFR property? So if a distribution has IFR property, then it also has DMRL property. What does it mean? That if failure rate of a distribution is increasing, then it will have a decreasing mean residual life. Does it make sense? Do you understand this? Let us first try to prove it mathematically, then we will try to understand the meaning of this. So what is the meaning of f is IFR? So this we have already discussed. Then this f is IFR is equivalent to saying that the survival function of a unit used for t1 time units is t1 time is greater than or equal to the survival function of a unit of age t2. So for every t1 less than t2. So this indicates that xt1 is stochastically larger than xt2. Then you will say it has increasing failure rate property or positive aging. So now if you consider integration, then you will get integration 0 to infinity f bar t1 x dx greater than or equal to this. So notice that this is true for every t1 less than t2, and so you can safely say that this left hand side, so you can safely say that expected xt is decreasing in t. So why? Because both these integrations are giving you expectations of these residual lives of these units. So the left hand side will be expectation xt1, the right hand side is expectation xt2. So expectation of xt1 is greater than or equal to expectation of xt2 for every t1 less than t2. So that makes expectation xt to be decreasing in t. Okay, now let us try to understand the broader meaning of this property. When a unit has IFR property or when a distribution has IFR property, what does it mean? Failure rate is increasing over time. What does it mean? So as time proceeds or as time progresses, failure rate of that item is going to increase. So more the age, larger will be the failure rate. So now suppose T1 and T2 are the two time units, and now for the same item we are considering failure rate. So because failure rate is increasing, so the failure rate at time T1 will be lesser than the failure rate at time T2. So it will indirectly impact the residual life, isn't it? It will residual life at these time units T1, T2. So as a result, if you consider a unit of age t1 and a unit of age t2, then a unit of age t1, if t1 is less than t2, that unit will have more residual life than a unit of age t2. Why? Because the failure rate, the larger values of the failure rate would be contributing to the expectation of uh, this unit of age t2, isn't it? Large values will be considered. Na? How do you compute? Notice that. How do you compute expectation of x t2? So you are integrating f bar t2x dx. Now what will happen? F bar t2x will be lesser than f bar t1x. This we have already proved. So what does it mean? Because the large values of failure rate will be involved in this, and the relatively smaller values will be involved in this. So because failure rate here will be large, so this quantity as a result will be smaller than this quantity. And so the mean residual life will be again a decreasing function. And so the unit or that item will have a decreasing mean residual life property. So thus if failure rate is increasing, then DMRL property is going to exist. So this is what we are trying to prove here. Now what next? Now one more implication is that if an item has DMRL property, then it also has NBUE property. So this can be easily established by considering T1 equal to 0 in this above discussion. So you can easily prove this NBUE. Now let us try to understand the next class of distribution, which is harmonically new better than used in expectation. So now we have, I think you can remember harmonic mean, arithmetic mean. So there are different ways to compute expectation of a random variable. So one way is you have studied it in discrete setup, or for non-random items, non-random variable. But for random variable, the same idea can be extended. So using that idea, this definition or this class has been constructed. So let us consider the first definition. There are two ways in which this can be defined. So let us consider the first definition. The first definition is very simple. You consider integration of survival function of a fresh unit from the age t to infinity. And then if this is less than or equal to mu times e raised to minus t by mu, where mu is expectation of x. Now what is it? It means mean life of a new unit. So if mean life of a new unit multiplied by e raised to minus t by mu, if this is larger than this, then the distribution f is said to belong to HNBUE class. So can we put it in other words? Because right now here you don't realize why we are attaching the word harmonic here. So to understand it better, let us try to simplify this. So if you take this e raised to minus t by mu to this side, and if you simplify, means if you put the limits of integration, if you change, means if you make a substitution, finally you can easily prove that this condition can be equivalently written as this. Now what is it? 1 by t integration 0 to t 1 upon lfx dx inverse is less than or equal to mu. Means what? If you consider reciprocal on both sides, what would you get? 1 by t integration 0 to t 1 upon lfx dx will be greater than or equal to 1 by mu. Now what is the meaning of this? Let us try to understand this. What is the meaning of this? So lfx is nothing but the expectation of x, isn't it? lfx expectation of it is a lf is nothing but the residual life function. So LFX represents residual life function for a unit, and you are going to consider reciprocal of it. So and you are integrating it over 0 to t. So this is the time interval, and then you are, for whatever time interval you are considering, you are dividing it by the length of that interval. So this is one way to compute expectation of uh, residual life. So this is nothing but this left hand side represents harmonic mean of the random variable xt, and this right hand side represents simply mean of a fresh item or a fresh unit. So it is simply mu. So what they are saying is that harmonically new unit is better than used unit in expectation. So if you remember this definition HNBUE, if you remember these words, you can easily recall this. What you have to do is just consider harmonic mean of the random variable xt on the left hand side and the usual mean of the random variable x on the right hand side. That's it. So now the property is the property associated with this HNBUE class is that if a distribution belongs to NBUE class, then it also belongs to HNBUE class. So NBUE class becomes a subclass of HNBUE class. So let us consider that a distribution belongs to NBUE class. Then LF0 is greater than or equal to LFT because new is better than used. So new, so the life is 0. It is so the mean residual life of a unit of H0 or an item of H0 is more than the mean residual life of an item of HT. And this is true for every T because it's a class. So it holds for all time units. So we have this property. So if you take the reciprocal, you get it like this. Then if you integrate over the range 0 to T, what would you get? Integration 0 to T 1 upon LF0 dx less than or equal to integration LFX dx. Now because we are considering integration up to T and here also we have T. So just to avoid the confusion, we are considering the variable by, we are denoting the variable by x. So integration 0 to T 1 upon LFX dx. Okay, so this we would have got. Then if when we take the reciprocal, the equality changes and then we divide both sides by T. So this is how we get from LF0 greater than or equal to LFT, we get this to be larger than this. And so now notice that the left hand side is nothing but mu because that is being 0. So this is how we can prove that mu is greater than or equal to 1 by T integration 0 to T 1 upon LFX dx whole inverse. So thus if a distribution belongs to NBUE class, it also belongs to HNBUE class. So all these relations are shown in this picture clearly. So if a distribution is IFR, it is also IFRA. If it is IFR, it is also NBU. NBU implies NBUE. Then if it is exponential, from exponential is no edging. So IFR is positive edging. Then DMRL also indicates positive edging. Then DMRL implies NBUE and NBUE implies HNBUE. So this is an interesting way to show the relationships among these classes. So negative edging can be defined in the same fashion. So instead of IFR you will have DFR, decreasing failure rate. Instead of IFRA you will have DFRA, decreasing failure rate average, then new worse than used, then new worse than used in average, then increasing mean residual life, and harmonically new worse than used in expectation. So negative edging is, you can simply say it's a dual concept of positive edging. So the way we have discussed positive edging, you can similarly try to understand the concept of negative edging. Let us have a quick review or a quick idea about the bathtub failure rate. Why bathtub failure rates are so important and how they are connected with human mortalities. So basically there are different categories or properties associated with failure rates. So we have already discussed them before: increasing failure rate, decreasing failure rate, etc. But increasing and decreasing, these are not the only two feature. Very rarely you will come across in reality data which will have probability distribution where either the failure rate is increasing or decreasing. So in short, failure rate need not be monotone function. It can be different in nature. It can be increasing up to a certain point, then it will remain constant and then it will start decreasing. or it can be exactly opposite, means it will decrease up to a certain point, then once because of the stability has been achieved, so it will remain constant over a long period of time, and after that because of the extra wear and tear, the failure rate again could be increasing. So this consider the second situation which I have discussed or mentioned here now looks more practical, and it is observed quite frequently while dealing with the human life data or human mortality data. In fact, it has been observed that when it comes to humans, the mortality rate or failure rate, they decrease initially. Now, why do they decrease initially? Because when the baby is born, initially its immunity is low. The baby is dependent on the mother for her food completely. So, it is possible that in the initial few days, the baby's mortality rate is a bit high. So, you can treat it as a starting value. But then, as the baby grows old, so as the infant grows old, its immunity increases, it gets a stable life, and as a result, the failure rate or mortality rate uh, starts decreasing. So usually up to age 10 it starts decreasing, and then once the age 10 has been achieved, so a human is exposed by age 10, it is exposed to all kinds of, most of the time, all kinds of viruses and infections, and so the human or the boy tends to develop immunity against all these diseases, and as a result the failure rate or mortality rate is constant from the age 10 onwards. And then after age 10 to a certain age, uh, it is constant up to a certain age, and then once the old age starts, the failure rate starts increasing because of the stress, work related stress or other stress. So many kinds of diseases get introduced these days very early, like high blood pressure, hypertension, diabetes, so many. So even though up to a certain age the failure rate is constant, once these factors get into picture, the failure rate starts increasing. So initially it is decreasing, then it is constant, and then it is increasing. So it looks somewhat like this. See, it is decreasing. See, it is decreasing, but at a greater speed, isn't it? It is decreasing very fast. And then it is almost constant, and then slowly it starts increasing. So as old age catches up, and so the failure rate starts increasing. So more diseases, more health related problems and issues arise, and as a result the mortality rate or failure rate increases. So bathtub, this kind of shape is called as bathtub uh, shape, and so the hazard rate or failure rate is called as bathtub hazard rate. So human mortality is usually modeled by this kind of shape. So this is a striking feature of human mortality which you must know because you are studying survival analysis. So what else is there? Are there other distributions? Are there other living beings who have similar hazard rate? That you should find out.